All right, viewers, our top story comes in from Rajasthan, Karauli, a huge showdown. Tejasvi Surya of the Bharatiya Janata Party led a full delegation to Karauli, Rajasthan, and he was blocked there. BJP Nyaya Yatra, led by the BJP MP, blocked near Karauli. Tejasvi Surya-led rally was going to Karauli to meet the family of the victims of the communal violence that took place in Karauli a week ago. The BJP delegation sat on a dharna after Rajasthan police cited Section 144 in Karauli. After a clash with the state police, the protesters, including Tejasvi Surya, were detained. AIMIM chief Asauddin Owaisi hit out at the Gehlot government, saying that the Karauli riot is in the failure of the Gehlot government. Remember, communal tensions erupted in Karauli a week ago after stone pelting and arson in the area during the Hindu rally that was taken out to celebrate the occasion of the first day of the Hindu New Year.
युवा मोर्चा पूर्ण ताकत के साथ राजस्थान में काम करेगा और इस तानाशाही सरकार को जमीन से उखाड़ के फेंकने तक हम जरूर इस प्रयास जारी रखेंगे. दिस इज गोइंग टू बी आवर कंटिन्यूअस एफर्ट.
करौली में जो कुछ हुआ पब्लिक डोमेन में है, सब चीजें साफ हो गई. किस तरीके से सरकार की लापरवाही, सरकार के संरक्षण में ये सब कुछ हुआ. सरकार लीपापोती कर रही है, उल्टे आरोप लगा रही है हम लोगों पर माहौल बिगाड़ने का. हमने सीधे सीधे कही थी कि दोषियों को पकड़ा जाए, निर्दोषों को प्रताड़ित नहीं किया जाए, न्यायिक जांच की जाए और जिनके जान माल का नुकसान हुआ उनकी पूर्ति की जाए. ये सामान्य बातें थी इस तरीके घटनाक्रम में, लेकिन अभी तक सरकार की तरफ से, प्रशासन की तरफ से कोई भी सकारात्मक जवाब नहीं आया है. आज हम उन पीड़ितों से मिलने के लिए शांतिपूर्वक तरीके से, लोकतांत्रिक तरीके से जा रहे थे. उसमें हमको डिटेन करने की कोशिश हुई है, तो हम लोग अब यहाँ पर अपना प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं, विरोध दर्ज कर रहे हैं.
हम यहाँ पर प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं और जैसा कि हमारे राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष आदरणीय तेजस्वी सूर्या जी ने निर्देश दिया कि हम करौली जाएंगे, नहीं जाएंगे तो सामूहिक रूप से गिरफ्तारी देंगे, या तो करौली जाएंगे या जेल जाएंगे.
सरकार की पहली जिम्मेदारी होनी चाहिए कि लॉ एंड ऑर्डर कंट्रोल करें. यकीनन वो फेलियर है राजस्थान की कांग्रेस गवर्नमेंट का, और उनकी नाअहली और नाकारापन से ही वो कम्युनल राइट हुआ, जिसमें एक टारगेटेड वायलेंस मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी पर किया गया है और इससे बहुत बड़ा नुकसान हुआ है.
All right, viewers, now Karauli has come to be a pitched battle between the Congress and the Bharatiya Janata Party, with the BJP now taking out a yatra this morning called the BJP Nyaya Yatra all the way to Karauli, and it was led by BJP MP from the Bharatiya Janata Party, Tejasvi Surya, who was blocked near Karauli. Tejasvi Surya, along with his other supporters, were there to meet the family of the victims of communal clashes which took place in Karauli a week ago. The BJP delegation sat on a dharna after Rajasthan police cited Section 144. After a clash with the state police, the protesters, including Tejasvi Surya, was detained. The AIMIM chief Asauddin Owaisi hit out at the Gehlot government, saying that the Karauli riot is the failure of the Gehlot government. Remember, communal tensions erupted in Karauli a week ago after stone pelting and arson in the area during a Hindu rally that was taken out to celebrate the occasion of the first day of the Hindu New Year. All right, so that's the latest that we are getting in. Tejasvi Surya, right after his detention, also held a press conference where he, of course, attacked the Rajasthan government of anarchy and fueling the communal flames in the state of Rajasthan. On the other account, Ashok Gehlot has also openly attacked Tejasvi Surya for trying to incite communal fervor. I want to cut across right now to my colleague Dev Ankur Vadhavan, who's joining us live from Dosa, which is not very far from Karauli. Dev Ankur, what is the latest? Tejasvi Surya and the other BJP workers were detained. They've been let off. Tejasvi Surya held a press conference, but not before. Ashok Gehlot has now slammed him for trying to incite communal fervor at the back of the incident in Karauli.
Well, that's true, Preeti. In fact, BJP's national president, JP Nadu, also visited Rajasthan a few days ago, and the kind of tone and tenor that the Rajasthan government is maintaining is that elections in Rajasthan are due next year, and before that the BJP wants to instigate, polarize, incite communal violence, and that is why you witnessed what happened in Karauli. The Congress has also, went ahead and leveled a big accusation at the BJP, claiming that the politics of the BJP is the politics of communal violence. They said that BJP ki rajniti danga niti hai. That is the statement that was made by a senior minister in Ashok Gehlot government. As far as the BJP is concerned, they claim that the Karauli violence could have been averted, it could have been prevented if the Gehlot government would have been alert enough to ensure that the intelligence inputs that were coming in, the kind of flare-up that was possible in that area, could have been taken into account beforehand, and there was enough police presence, and the fact that there were stones that were kept on the terraces and the rooftops, and there was a gathering of people on the rooftops and terraces. If all of those were taken into account, perhaps the kind of communal flare-up that one witnessed in Karauli could have been averted. Preeti?
All right, Dev, appreciate you joining us. We're going to continue to come back to you for more updates. Till now, what is also awaited, viewers, is possibly the comments of the Rajasthan Chief Minister, because till now, he really hasn't come out spoken openly on what went down in his very own state that he governs of Rajasthan, which is Mr. Ashok Gehlot. But the politics of Karauli will only peak in days to come, that's for sure. I want to quickly now cut across to the other big developing story that we're tracking very closely. And viewers, that story comes in from the state of Karnataka. And the spotlight on Karnataka is on top BJP leader, Mr. Ishwarappa. Will he go? Because he faces now charges of corruption at the back of a suicide note found at the suicide of a contractor. Here's more.
Karnataka Minister Ishwarappa and controversy go hand in hand. The outspoken senior BJP leader is now in the eye of a storm after a contractor blamed him for his death. The contractor, Santosh Patil, was found dead in Udupi hotel, and police say it was a suicide. An FIR has been registered against the minister and his two aides for abetment of suicide after Patil's family said he was the cause of Santosh's death.
ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಟ್ಟ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಆಗಿದಾವೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದಾವು. ಎರಡನೇದು ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಹೋಗಿತ್ತು, ಏನೇನು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದಾನೋ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸು ಎಲ್ಲ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸು ಏನಿದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೊಬೈಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದೇ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಅವರು ಇಲಾಖೆಯವರು ಇನ್ನೂ ಮಟ್ಟ ಅವ್ರನ್ನು ಯಾರನ್ನೂ ಆರೋಪಿಗಳನ್ನು ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಬಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಒಯ್ಯೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದೇ ನಂದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಫೈಟ್.
Santosh Patil had in the past claimed that he was under pressure to pay a 40% commission to the minister to get bills cleared for a 4 crore contract. Ishwarappa, who is Rural Development and Panchayat Minister, had dismissed the charges and even filed a defamation case against Santosh Patil. So far, the BJP government has been backing Ishwarappa even as the opposition stepped up pressure.
First, they have to arrest him immediately, take up a case on corruption, which has been evident, and they have given in the entire documentation, in the writing, in the complaint itself is there. Why you have not included that section of corruption in the FIR?
Specifically, categorically mentioned in the complaint given by the brother of deceased Santosh K. Patil. But police have not registered a case under section 13 of the Prevention of Corruption Act.
The Contractors Association has joined the demand for a probe against Ishwarappa. Pushed to the wall, Chief Minister Bommai might have to act against the former Karnataka Deputy CM.
FIR ಆಗಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿವರಗಳನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈಶ್ವರಪ್ಪ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ 1 to 1 ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ನಡೆದಂಥ ಘಟನೆ ಮತ್ತು ಈಗ FIR ಆದಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ.
Until now, Ishwarappa has been defiant, publicly stating that there was no question of his resignation.
ऐसा लिख कर दिया था, वो डेथ नोट है। ये दोनों के बारे में वो स्पष्ट देने के लिए मैं उनको पूछ रहा हूँ। इस्तीफा पूछ रहा है डेफिनेटली मैं इसकी मत नहीं देगा.
The Ishwarappa controversy has cropped up with a year to go for elections in the state, giving the opposition a handle to attack the Bombay government, which has been battling rising communal tension of late. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, viewers, in the midst of all of this, the Congress has also practically jumped in asking for the removal of Ishwarappa. Ishwarappa, one of the oldest blooded into the BJP leaders where Karnataka BJP unit is concerned. The Congress, DK Shivakumar led the charge, attacking the Bharatiya Janata Party and asking for the removal of Karnataka Minister Ishwarappa at the earliest. Will the BJP sack Ishwarappa? Because not only is there a suicide note by the contractor accusing Mr. Ishwarappa of corruption, it's also become a hot political potato. Because if the BJP does go ahead with the sacking of Mr. Ishwarappa, it will also be yielding to the political pressure by the Congress. My colleague also spoke to DK Shivakumar from the Congress. All right. So the latest that we have right now is that the Congress has bolstered its charge on the BJP Karnataka unit, asking for the quick removal of Ishwarappa as Karnataka minister. The big question is, will BJP sack the minister? On the account of Ishwarappa, he's maintained that he is not going anywhere and he is not going to quit. All of this viewers started where the suicide note of a contractor emerged, stating that Ishwarappa and his men had put a lot of pressure on him for commissions, accusing Ishwarappa of corruption, and since then this entire issue blew up. Let's cut across right now to my colleague Nolan Pinto, who's joining me live for the latest. Nolan, will Ishwarappa go? That's the big question. He seems to have dug in his heels as of now.
Well, Prince was very clear that he has done nothing wrong as such, and there's no necessity for him to resign. Now, the Congress, basically, former Chief Minister and leader of opposition, Siddaramaiah, he himself being a lawyer, has stated that that particular message, that no doubt it was sent on WhatsApp, can be considered as a death note. And in that death note, it starts with stating that Ishwarappa is responsible for my death. So, being a lawyer, he says that this will be acceptable in a court of law. And secondly, there's massive pressure as of now being put by the Congress on the BJP, so much so that they say and claim that the onus is now on Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai. If the Chief Minister does not take action, it would mean that he's complicit in this commission politics as to what the opposition Congress is now stating. So we really have to wait and see if the BJP will actually budge in this particular case, because it is an embarrassment for them in the state. The Congress has decided that their agitation will go on. They will not allow any sort of work to actually proceed further. They plan to also get out the Chief Minister's official residence tomorrow on Racecourse Road and then take this to all the districts and talukas in the state. So if the BJP wants to stop this immediately, they will have no other option but to sack or ask Ishwarappa to step down and let the law take its own course.
All right, Nolan, appreciate you joining us for that quick update. I want to cut across right now to my colleague Naga Arjun, who had a chat with DK Shivakumar, who is leading the charge against the BJP, asking for the sacking of the minister.
Mr. DK Shivakumar, you have been protesting since last 24 hours. You also met the family of Santosh Patil this evening. What was the conversation, sir?
See, we met the family, we met the mother, we met the wife of Mr. Santosh Patil. They have come out very clearly that they have been demanded by the minister 40% commission, and the minister made him to go around so many times. And the Panchayat chairman also took them to the minister, and even the Panchayat chairman has come on record that I had taken to the minister twice. The minister himself had asked to do the work, and now they are not paying it. And now to pay the money, pay the bill, they are asking 40% of the commission. So he had already written a letter to the central ministry, minister, and all the chief minister also. Then in spite of that, no answer was being given. Ultimately, he had requested, and even some MLA and other Ishwarappa's son also has threatened them not to write and go to this type of this one. So ultimately, they have he has decided that she never got any intimation that he would like to do this. Due to the stress of the financial problem, he has committed suicide.
All right, viewers, let's shift focus to all the politics that is ensuing in the state of Karnataka, and let's move on to the state of Kerala, where the latest, viewers, is another conversion row. Taking you through that, a 6th standard student from a government school in Kanyakumari has accused her tailoring teacher of attempting religious conversion. The student claims the teacher tried to promote Christianity in the classroom, asking them to read the Bible and allegedly labeling all Hindus as Satans, claiming that the students were asked to kneel and pray. A police complaint since has been filed after the students informed her parents. Local police visited the school where 300 students from the surrounding area study. The district educational officer has taken action after the initial inquiry. The accused teacher has been suspended pending probe.
கர்த்தர்லாம் எங்களுக்கு பெரிய ஆளு அவங்க சொன்னாங்க பைபிள்லாம் படிங்கன்னு. நாங்கள் சொன்னோம் நாங்கள் ஹிந்துஸ், நாங்கள் பகவத்கீதை தான் படிப்போம். அவங்க சொன்னாங்க பகவத்கீதை கெட்டது, பைபிளில் நிறைய கருத்து அதெல்லாம் ரொம்ப நல்லது, அதை படிக்கன்னு சொன்னாங்க. அடுத்த கதையெல்லாம் சொன்னாங்க.
என்ன கதை சொல்லியிருந்தாங்கம்மா?
ஒரு கிறிஸ்டினும் ஒரு சாத்தானும், அப்படின்னா ஹிந்து சாத்தான்னு சொல்றாங்க.
சரி, இது எத்தனை நாளா உங்கள்கிட்ட இப்படி சொல்லுவாங்கம்மா?
இவ்வளோ நாள் வந்து இப்படி எல்லாம் சொல்லல, இன்னைக்கு தான் இப்போ.
ஒன்றை மட்டுமா எல்லா பிள்ளைங்களையுமா? இப்படி உங்களுக்கு கிளாஸ் பீரியட் டைமில் வந்துட்டு கிளாஸ் எடுக்க மாட்டாங்க, அப்படிதானே?
ஆமாம், இங்கே வந்து தச்சு தந்தாலும் ப்ளஸ் சிம்பிள் தான் தச்சுருவாங்க.
ஓ சரி சரி, ப்ளஸ் சிம்பிள் இது பண்ணி உங்களுக்கு அந்த கிளாஸ் டைமில் வந்துட்டு பீரியட் டைமில் வந்துட்டு உங்களுக்கு இதுதான் பிரார்த்தனை மட்டும்தான் ப்ரேயர் பண்ண வேண்டி சொல்லி தராங்க.
அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து கிளாஸில் எல்லாரும் கை கோர்த்துட்டு முட்டி போட்டுட்டு இருந்து இந்த ப்ரேயர் பண்ணணும்னு சொன்னாங்க.
ஒரு வாரமாட்டே கொஞ்சம் டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸாக இருந்ததா. என்ன மக்கள்னு கேட்டதுக்கு எப்படியாப்பா பகவத்கீதை பற்றிலாம் தப்பாக பேசுகிறாங்க, முட்டுமணி போட்டு ப்ரேயர் பண்ண சொல்லுவாங்க ஃப்ரீ டைமில். சாப்பிட்ட உடனே சாப்பிட்டு முடிஞ்ச உடனே அப்புறம் ஃப்ரீயாக இருக்க பீரியடெல்லாம் முட்டுக்கால் போட்டு ப்ரேயர் பண்ண சொல்கிறாங்க. அடுத்தது சமயப்பெல்லாம் பார்த்து ரொம்ப தப்பாக பேசுகிறாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து கதையெல்லாம் சொல்லிப்பாங்களாம், ரொம்ப இந்த இயேசுவும் ஹிந்துவும் அப்படி வச்சு தனியாக கதையெல்லாம் சொல்லி கொடுத்து அதுலேயும் இயேசு தான் நல்லா பண்ணுவார், ஹிந்து சாமிகள்லாம் சாத்தான், இங்கே சாத்தான்லாம் வழிபடக்கூடாது, எங்களுக்கு வந்து துறை ரீதியாக ஒரு நடவடிக்கை வேணும், அவங்கள வந்து சஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணணும்.
சுதந்திரத்துக்கு முன்பு மகாத்மா காந்தி அவர்கள் சொன்னது இந்தியாவினுடைய மிகப்பெரிய அபாயம் என்னவென்றால் மதமாற்றம் என்று மகாத்மா காந்தியடிகள் அவர்கள் சொல்லியிருக்கின்றார்கள். ஒரு மதத்தை சார்ந்தவர்கள் இன்னொரு மதத்தை கட்டாயப்படுத்தி வலியுறுத்தி மதமாற்ற வேண்டும் என்று சொல்வது இந்திய இறையாண்மைக்கு எதிரானது. இதை மாநில அரசு மூடி மறைக்காமல், இதை மாநில அரசு இந்த தஞ்சாவூர் லாவண்யா கேஸில் நடந்தது போல் மூடி மறைக்காமல் அவர்கள் உடனடியாக தலையிட்டு அங்கே இருக்கக்கூடிய ஆசிரியர்கள் எதற்காக தன்னுடைய மதத்தை, தான் சார்ந்த மதத்தை எதற்காக பள்ளி அறைக்கு கொண்டு வருகின்றார்கள் அப்படிங்கிற விசாரணையை பூசி மழுப்பாமல் மேம்போக்காக நடத்தாமல், எத்தனை ஒரு குழந்தை இழந்தாச்சு, இன்னொரு குழந்தை தைரியமாக போய் கம்ப்ளைண்ட் கொடுக்குற அளவுக்கு நிலைமை மோசமாக இருக்கிறது. அப்படி இருக்கும் பொழுது அரசு இன்னுமே தலையிடாமல் எத்தனை காலம் தான் பொய்யை சொல்லுவார்?
You stay with me. On the other side is our fact check segment. Welcome back, viewers. You're watching a fact check segment where we bust certain claims masquerading to be facts on social media platforms and WhatsApp group. There's a claim floating about suggesting that Joe Biden actually celebrated the ouster of Imran Khan. Well, the fact check on that, incorrect. Biden's video is digitally altered. He did nothing like that. With that quick fact check, time for us to go into a quick break. You to stay with me. On the other side is To The Point.